How you doing, guys out there? My name is Marcus from Real Talk with Marcus, and today we want to take a time out to say November 3rd happens to be a big day for a lot of people in the United States. It's election day. For those that have not done their mail-in ballots yet, it's kind of too late right now to actually try to put it into a mailbox. So do yourself a favor and actually bring it to the polls and have it submitted there. For those that did the mail-in ballot, the absentee ballot, congratulations, you're basically voted. For those that have voted and have not done the absentee ballot, November 3rd, do go out there and vote. It is very important that you go out there and vote. Now, I know you hear a lot about, oh, this is the most important election of your whole entire lifetime, if any, and this and that and that. And we always have heard this over and over and again. And politics has a funny way of always trying to make just this branch the most important one, which happens to be the executive branch, the most important one of all. But there is three branches out there, and this is not the only branch that should be given the most attention to. And I explain myself. First of all, we don't like to do politics here, but unfortunately, times are what they are. Cases of the coronavirus in the United States are on a rise and are going up. And these are some dark times right now. The way the crisis has been dealt with, it's not, let's put it this way, it hasn't been dealt with in the right, correct way. And there is no reason for this many deaths to occur if all the tools were put into place. I'm not saying that you wasn't going to lose people, but at the same time, this is just way too much people to die over something that you could have some kind of a control over. That's my personal opinion on it. So with that being said, there is three branches that runs the United States as far as to the government and everything else. You have the executive branch, which is the one that you see the most about. That one deals with the governors, the mayors, and the president himself. Now, these people do not make the laws. These people enforce the law. These are the people that actually put the things already and put them into law to make sure that they stay already into law. They do not make the law. The law is made by the next branch, which happens to be the legislation branch. This branch is the branch that makes the law and is the most important branch out of all three of them, for me, in my personal opinion, along with the next one that follows after this one. The legislation branch is where you have your senators and you have the House of Representatives. This is the most important branch because here is where the law is made. And here is where you make the change. Here is where you actually put the people, the right people, into those seats. So this way they can change on how things are done. If the presidency of Donald Trump has showed us anything, is that it has showed us that this democracy that the United States have is dirty. And not only is it dirty, you can see it very well that neither party, whether you're a Democrat or a Republic, has the people's interests. You can see that very clearly, and that's because of the people who are in power. The people who are there don't care for you. They just don't give a damn. So this goes for either party. So if you're saying, oh, I'm a hardcore Democrat or a hardcore Republican, well, I got news for you. Neither branch gives a damn about you. So it's time that you make the change and put people in there that do give a damn about you. Because as long as you stay with that mindset, which is the mindset that they would love for you to continue staying on, there will never be any real true change to the democracy. And you have to have real true change, real true visionaries, People that are there that are willing to change things for better. This is what you want. You don't want things to stay the way they are. You don't want to see the hypocrisy in Capitol Hill the way it is now, where you say one thing but yet you turn around and you do another. That is ridiculously stupid. That's not a man of his word. That's not a woman of honor. That is just disloyalty. And that is a disgrace. And those type of actions should not be rewarded with another 2 years, 4 years, 6 years back into a seat. No way. It's time for them to go. People like Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, these people need to go. These people do not have the new generation's view. They just don't have it. They don't understand the new generation on how the generation is moving forward. If anything, they don't see it. And that's what's so a shame. That's what really is the true epitome of a shame here, is that they don't see the movement. They don't see that Black Lives Matters really means that everyone matters. They just see it as the word black and don't understand that that is replaced with everyone in there. This is the true democracy. This is the true meaning of it. When you have a movement that is worldwide, not just in one place, but worldwide. This went all around the world. So there's a need for a change. There is a need for new diplomacy. There's not no reason why voter suppression should be something that the media is bringing up. This is ridiculous. Our founding fathers, when they weren't perfect, but they put the Declaration of Independence in there for a reason. It has survived over 200 years for a reason. Now, like I said, it's not perfect, but it is getting better. In there before, people of color could not vote. Women didn't have the rights, and minorities, well, forget about it. They weren't even part of the counting vote system then. But things have changed. Movements have made those changes between leaders and representatives that came after that have changed things. And that's because you made the difference. These people were able to make these changes because you was behind them. It was you who made the change possible. And without it, they wouldn't have a voice. But with you, they have a strong voice together. And this is why it's so important that this November 3rd, you go out there and vote. It is your right to vote. It is your legal right to vote. It's the reason why so many people die for. It's the reason why we have it. Vote. It is very important. And if you're one of those people who sit there and say, what for? The president ain't going to do nothing for me. The mayor ain't going to do nothing for me. The governor's not going to do nothing for me. You're absolutely right. They're not going to do anything for you unless you continue to vote and remove those people that don't belong there anymore. There's no reason to keep people in seats for 20, 30, even 40 years sitting in a seat when they have lost touch with reality. It's time to remove them and put people in there that can work. A president can't do anything. A governor can't do anything. A mayor can't do anything if this legislation branch is not changed over. You have to change the legislation branch completely. And that leads us to our third branch, which happens to be the judicial law one. This is the one that has all the judges and everything else in it. This is a very important one as well because these people do run for seats. If you look at your ballots, you will see that judges do run for seats. And putting the right people in the right seats can change the law, can change Roe v. Wade, can actually change the idea that, you know what, you can't remove Roe v. Wade in that sense. You can't remove the idea of segregation. You can't remove the idea that, you know what, we're going back to the dark ages. We are moving 10 steps back and not even moving 2 steps forward. As a country, that is a damn shame. as a country that people look to and see as a democracy, something that that's something that our founding fathers came here to express freedom. We sure damn not sure have not made a good impression on the world on how we represent that freedom. It is time to take back America from the clutches of these people that do not have your vision. It is time for you to take back what's yours, and that's your rights. Don't let them take away your rights. Go out there and vote. And 2 years from now, don't stop there. 2 years from now, we're going to have another vote, which is the legislation vote. That's the most important vote to me out of all of them. Because here is where the laws are made, and here's where the laws are changed. And as long as we can get those people out of those seats and put new, fresh bodies in there that have the vision, that have the idea of seeing what is it that the people really want, then it's the way that we can move forward as a nation, as one. Now, I know I don't like to be political on this channel. This is basically not a political channel, but again, these are not normal times. So again, I know I don't have a big fan base, but it doesn't mean that I still can't reach out to those that are on my fan base to pass the message along. And with that, for my younger generation, I have a link that I'm going to leave at the bottom of this video here, or better yet, I'll put a link up here so this way you guys can see it, and check out this guy's video. It's very important that you check out the guy's video because for my younger generation, it's teaching you something. It's teaching you how important your votes are and why you should go out there and vote. So this season is still Steinmark season, so I will leave the season to Steinmark. And as always, guys, it's a pleasure seeing you guys again. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys coming in, hopefully, for the next season. And with that, don't forget, stay blessed, stay vigilant, and stay positive, and be kind and be fair to those around you and those that you love. Take care.